everybody. Okay, so story time today, another paranormal like we had talked about in the last video. So this one is going to be about a time that this wasn't really a trick per se, but it was probably, I've never seen this ghost or spirit ever act this way before, so I really don't know the purpose behind it. But my mom's friend came over one morning. We were going to go somewhere, I don't remember where, and my mom was in the kitchen and she was cooking breakfast, and we had this wood stove that we heat it with, but this was a time of year that it wasn't cold, so we, it wasn't on, there was no fire in it or anything, so it was just cold to the touch. But anyway, my mom's friend used to drink her Coca-Cola. She drank it warm or at room temperature, and she never drank it cold because it hurt her teeth. So she came walking in that morning, and as soon as you walk in, the kitchen is like right there to your right, and there's like this wall that separates the living room from the kitchen, and that's where the fireplace, or the wood stove sat. So she walked in and she laid her can of soda on the wood stove, and no sooner did she take her hand off that can, that soda, it shot across the room. And when it did, my brother just so happened to be walking through at the same time, and it almost hit him, but it shot across the room, a good distance I might add, and hit the wall. And he's like, what the hell? And she got this petrified look on her face, and I looked at her and I said, wow. I said, you really pissed him off. She goes, who? And I just kind of started laughing. And my mom, tried to, brighten up the mood, because, she's like, okay. She goes, I don't go to your house and throw things around. I really don't appreciate you coming over to my house and throwing stuff around. She goes, especially a sticky soda. She goes, I didn't do it, I swear. And my mom just started laughing too, because we knew that there was paranormal activity, but we never felt afraid or threatened by whatever this was. But that was the first time I ever seen it act in a way like that before. And my mom's friend was kind of freaked out. She says, can we just go now? Because I'm like really freaked out. And I can tell you, I don't know if she believed in paranormal activity or anything like that, but I can tell you that day after that happened, there was times where she was afraid to even come into the house, because she thought that whatever was going on, she didn't know, because she didn't know why it happened or why it did it. But if there was something mad at her or anything like that, whether she was superstitious or not, she didn't want to take her chances, because she's like, well, what did I do? Try not to do it again. But yeah, like I said, it freaked her out into where she did not want to come in there for a good while. But like I said, I've never seen it react that way before. And it was definitely one of those moments that you won't never forget it. You won't, because when it happens, and you're seeing it, and there's absolutely no explanation for it happening, other than something did it. You just like kind of like, okay, but anyway, yeah, it's just one of those things that we will never forget. But since then, that house is no longer there. That house has been burned down, or disassembled, burned, and taken away. But Anyway, so I don't know what happens, once a place that is haunted, because I don't know if it was the ground or if it was the house itself. But if it's a building that is haunted, I don't know what happens to them if they cross over, or what happens to them after that, when that happens. But nobody's lived on that property since, so no way of really knowing for sure. But anyway, that's my story time for this week, and I will see you all next week with another one. Talk to you later. Bye.